Yo, I got a question. Is it gay to celebrate your birthday as a man? Because I'm starting to feel like I'm fruity for wanting to celebrate my birthday. Today, my homie, who I've known since 7th grade, he gonna call me talking about happy cakes and candles, bro. Nigga, I've known you since Joe Biden was the vice president. You can't even say happy birthday to me? He talking about why would I be happy it's another grown man's birthday. Nigga, that's not even what happy birthday means. What are you fucking talking about? And what's even crazier was I texted the group chat. I said, I'm thinking about going to steakhouse for my birthday dinner. Y'all trying to slide. One of my homies gonna text back talking about birthday dinner is crazy as fuck. But now I'm getting fried in the group chat on my fucking birthday. Niggas talking about Brian thinks he's a bad bitch now. Brian 22 trying to throw a quinceañera. These niggas was talking so crazy, I was finna start tearing up in that bitch. So I left the group chat, did my own thing, and then I posted on Instagram. Less than 5 minutes later, these niggas in the group chat talking about my Instagram post. They talking about what type of man posts on his birthday. One of my homies talking about the only thing the post was missing was some high heels. Like, damn, niggas can't even post on their birthday no more? They acting like I'm on the timeline with birthday makeup. I graduate from college in 2 weeks, so here are the top 2 people you should never date in college. And take it from me, I've seen more breakups than a Kardashian. But just peep game and lock in real quick. First up is gonna sound really cliche, but never talk to a girl who loves football. 3 weeks into college, my homie started talking to this one girl. Quickly, he realized she loves football. But not the NFL, not college football, just the team, just the niggas. One day she broke up with that nigga. 2 days later, she's posted on Instagram with a new football nigga. Now we just call the bitch box score because every 2-3 weeks, she's posted with another football nigga. But this next one is for the ladies. Never, ever, ever talk to a guy who says he's not looking for relationships right now. That either means one of 2 things. Either that nigga is cheating or he's going to play with your heart. My homegirl was talking to this dude for like 4 or 5 months. Eventually, she asked that nigga, are you going to make me your girlfriend? He said, nah, I'm not looking for relationships. One day she called him and said she was knocked up. That nigga didn't even say anything. He just blocked her. To this day, he doesn't even know she got an abortion. He probably thinks he has a whole ass son right now. And the craziest part is he's probably justifying it because he told her he ain't want no relationships. That also includes father-son. I'm the type of friend that if I buy you something, I'm not going to ask you to pay me back. Like, I might ask if you could suck it a little bit, but I'm never going to ask you for the money because I'm not that greedy. I don't got that much Mr. Krabs in me. But a couple weeks ago, I gave my homie $250 and he still hasn't paid me back. But just peep game and lock in real quick. A couple weeks ago, me and my homie went to this party and he was the one driving. So when we got there, he parked, we went inside. We left at like 2 in the morning. That nigga's car wasn't there. So immediately that nigga started tweaking. He talk about, bro, I only got $30. I'm like, nigga, what are you doing outside with only $30? But then we looked right in front of us and there was this sign that said we tow. And then that nigga really started spazzing out. So I'm like, bro, just chill. Let's call the number. But we called the number. They're talking about it's $249 to get his car back. That nigga talking about if I pay $30, do you think you could spot me the rest? I'm like, nigga, if you only got $30, I'll just pay it. You can pay me back later. Bro said I get paid Friday. I'll pay you right back. Friday came. That nigga didn't say shit. So I'm like, that's weird, but I didn't say shit. Another Friday went by. That nigga didn't say shit. So I'm starting to get a little mad. I low-key need my $250 back. But yesterday night, I'm on Instagram and he posted on his story. Tell me why this nigga's at the Milwaukee Bucks and Pacers game with his fucking girlfriend. I have never seen a nigga more worried about the wrong Bucks. Because what are you doing there? I could understand if Giannis was playing. But that nigga is wasting my hard-earned money to watch Chris Middleton? I called this nigga this morning talking about I need my money. This nigga talking about I only got 120 right now. Nigga, just give me my money. Unless your homie throws you the alley-oop to talk to his ex, the most bitch nigga, the most Kevin Durant shit you can do is talk to his ex behind his back. And I'm finna tell y'all how my homie talked to my ex-girlfriend one night after we broke up, but just peep game and lock in real quick. My freshman year of high school, I was feeling like a thought in college. I told my ex-girlfriend this shit wasn't gonna work. I wanted to live a little. So we broke up, but we ended on good terms. But I'm the type of nigga, I treat my ex-girlfriends like a youth football game. No contact, my nigga. So I blocked her on everything. The very next day, me and my homie are at the varsity basketball game, and this nigga gonna ask me if I'm doing alright. Low-key, I was a little sad, but I can't have niggas knowing how I'm feeling. So I'm like, nigga, I'm chilling, life never been better. Knowing deep down, I was a little hurt. The very next question this nigga gonna ask me is if I would be mad if he talked to my ex. And I'm like, damn, bro, we just broke up. At least let the body get cold. But I ain't want him to see that vulnerable side of me, so I'm like, bro, I don't give a fuck, she's in the past. 2 hours after the basketball game ended, I'm in bed getting ready to go to sleep. My homie gonna text me, I'm not gonna lie, I was with your ex tonight. And right away, I was like, fuck no. That girl would have started life on other planets if it meant one more night with me. How did he get there 2 hours after a basketball game? So I unblocked her on everything and started texting her. She texted me back right away talking about, I'm so sorry. He's just always been there for me. He dropped off flowers the night we broke up. And I'm just sitting in my bed thinking, damn, me and him were just watching the basketball game. Whole time, that was the nigga making plays. And I ain't gonna speak too much on what happened after, but the get back that I got is the type that's between me and God. Do y'all remember 4 years ago when the pandemic started? One moment we were listening to Lil Uzi Vert's new album, next minute we never went back to school. That was the COVID-19 pandemic, but right now we are living in another pandemic. I like to call it the pandemic. You niggas are addicted to pens. A couple years ago, if you said shopping carts, that just meant the shit you push in Walmart. Now shopping carts means you are purchasing carts. But I'm gonna just need y'all to peep game and lock in real quick. For spring break, me and my homies were texting the group chat, we gotta go somewhere. Eventually we said let's go to Vegas, and everybody was able to go except one of our homies. So as soon as we got back from Vegas, the first thing I did was visit my girl, and then the second thing I did was go visit my homie because it was his birthday. So when I get to my homie crib, first thing I do is punch him in the arm because that's my birthday lick. That nigga screamed like I shot him. I'm like, bro, I barely punched you. He's like, yeah, I know, bro, but I just donated plasma. I was like, oh shit, my fault. What got you donating plasma? This nigga talking about I just needed a new pen. I'm like, oh, all right. And I'm like, wait, nigga, you donated plasma to get a fucking pen? This nigga said, yeah, and if you're thinking about doing the same thing, let me know so I can get a referral bonus. I'm trying to get another pen. I'm like, nigga, what? Do you even think of anything else? You guys already know me and my homies, we talk crazy to each other. If my homie says I look black as fuck, I'll say that's why you and your sibling got different last names. You go low, I'ma shoot you in the head. But this weekend on St. Patrick's Day, I made a joke that made my homie want to fight me. And I don't know if it's that deep, so y'all let me know, but just peep game and lock in. On St. Patrick's Day, me and my homies, we went to a bunch of bars and clubs. We didn't get back to the crib till like 4 in the morning, and we were low-key wasted. So when we got back to my homie crib, he literally killed the vibe going on this weird-ass rant. He's talking about how his girl always wants to go out to the clubs and the bars, and I'm like, bro, that's what we just did. But then he keep going talking about how she don't want to work, all she want to do is hang out with her friends. And then he said she needs to be more like him. So I said, damn, bro, it sound like you the perfect bitch. And in my head, it didn't sound crazy at all. But as soon as I said it, I was thinking that's low-key fighting words. So that nigga stood up, got in my face. And I'm not from Texas, but wherever I go, it's a stand your ground state. So I stood up and pushed that nigga. And then my other homies got in between us, and I'm like, you lucky they're holding me back, knowing damn well that nigga will whoop my ass. But I want y'all to let me know, was it that deep or was I wildin'? Because I just thought it was a little funny joke. Y'all ever hear a white person laugh a little too hard at a racist joke and it gets you thinking, there's gotta be more to the joke? Like maybe I'm just tripping, but peep game and lock in real quick. Last weekend, me and all my homies were in Vegas having a good time, and we were outside in our Airbnb backyard. My homie gonna randomly take a picture of all of us and say, why can I barely see Brian black ass? I'm not gonna lie, I thought this shit was funny. All my homies were laughing, but my white homie, he was laughing a little harder, a little longer than everybody else. That nigga was laughing so hard that he was sighing after he laughed. Yeah, the joke was funny, but was it that funny? And after a good 20 minutes after that joke, my homie gonna send the picture to the group chat and say why Brian black ass looked like the Utopia cover. As soon as I went to the group chat and saw the picture, I knew I was cooked. I'm in that picture looking like I'm 3/5 black man, 2/5 black lab. Now all my homies is laughing their ass off, but now my white homies fucking laughing so hard, niggas' shoulders are shaking, niggas crying, like literal tears out his eyes to the point everybody else stopped laughing. We had asked that nigga, what's so fucking funny? Bro ass talking about, nah, y'all can't lie, you know that shit was funny. Yeah, we know it was funny, but was it that fucking funny? What I'm about to say might just change your life. If you ever hear somebody say they really, really hate something, more often than not, that's actually what they really like. But I'm gonna need y'all to peep game and lock in real quick. I got this one homie who has made it really, really clear that he would never ever sleep with a big woman. Just a couple weeks ago, he found out his ex-girlfriend got fat. Niggas been calling her Eater of Worlds since. I haven't seen such fat phobia since Lizzo stepped in the music industry. And last Friday, me and all my homies, we were in Vegas having a good time. We didn't get back till like 6:30 in the morning. We all went straight to fucking bed. So in the middle of the night, I'm just sleeping. I hear, go, 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 go. So the first thing I'm thinking is either we're getting robbed or them niggas listening to Carnival out there. So I walk out my bedroom. I see my homie Kevin in his room sleeping with a brand new Nike Tech. I'm like, what the fuck? When did he get that shit? Then I walk past my nigga Mike's room. He in that bitch snoring like a motherfucker. Then I walk past my nigga Mari room. He sleeping quiet in that bitch. So I'm like, what the fuck? What's going on in here? So then I walked into the motherfucking living room. The front door is wide open. I see my homie standing outside with this rather large woman. Actually, just for the sake of accurate journalism, she was very large. She could probably beat Joey Chestnut in a hot dog eating competition. And when my homie finally sees me, he's so surprised he looked like I just shot his family in front of him. Nigga shuts the front door and doesn't come back inside for a good 5 minutes. And the first thing he says when he comes back inside is, bro, I swear to God I ain't fucked. I'm like, nigga, I didn't say you did. But it's 7 in the morning and you're awfully defensive. If I became the president of the United States today, the first thing that I'm banning is adult material. There will be no more Lincoln bios. There will be no more The Hub if I'm in office. Because we are starting to see the effects of that shit in real time, but just peep game and lock in real quick. I happen to have a homie who is a serial meat beater. I have no other way of saying it. If every time he touched himself he lost 10 minutes of his life, he would have died 2 years ago. That nigga has a problem. I followed him on Twitter and unfollowed him the very next day. He was retweeting shit that I couldn't even comprehend the human body doing. And yesterday, technically this morning, at 2 in the morning, he gonna call me and the first thing he gonna say is, bro, I lost. I'm like, damn, bro, what the fuck happened? This nigga gonna say, hey, you know, old girl, she told me to come over. And I'm like, yeah, so what the fuck happened? He said when it was game time, the shit wouldn't fucking work. That nigga had the Gatorade symbol. So I was like, damn, bro, kinda weird to call me about this shit at 2 in the morning, but I'm sorry to hear that. This nigga gonna say, I don't even know what happened. She's confused, I'm confused. And then I'm like, nigga, why are you confused? I followed you on Twitter for a good 6 hours and you didn't tweet one video of a girl above the height of 3 feet. No wonder the shit couldn't work when you're around a regular sized woman. If you're a man watching this shit right now, start going on walks and leave your shit alone.